Mercury squaring Pluto
Oh my. Yeah.
on the
Mm.
27th. And, Mercury is that how we communicate and how we process, to make a sandwich. You get the bread, you have the, you know,
Fillings. Yeah.
whatever you put on it. And then that Pluto is let's change it up. So if you were planning on having peanut butter, it might be tuna, So it's just that change
Mm, mm.
is what we'll see. If we normally do a if we normally have our things a certain way, this Pluto is wanting to say, hey, you need to change it up. And Mercury with that square causes an action. It causes that tension to, give.
Yeah. Yeah.
Transformational, obviously, that's the key word for Pluto. Um, but
Yeah.
yeah.
But the fact that it's a square, it's kind of like probably not a very enjoyable transformation. You might be grateful once you're through the other side of it, but yeah, might be quite difficult going through it. Um, it is getting that, it's still receiving that trine from Mars, so I don't know. Uncovering hidden things, perhaps. Actually, I don't know how much you hear about Australia over there, but it's crazy. We're still actually, when do we come out? This is actually past, we should be past the Mercury shadow period. I think it finishes around about the 20th of October, and we're recording this on the 18th. But we've had so many hacks and release of data from telecommunication companies down here. Like we've got quite a few, but there's two major ones. And one, released, had data released on, people have to replace passports or driver's licenses. Then there was a big, you would call it a HMO, but like a private medical insurance company had a whole heap of data released. Then one of our big, like in Australia, we've got like we've got little kind of stores and that, but the two big grocery stores, there's two big major ones, and one of those, some processing through that kind of for a rewards card from that, kind of all this data got released. I think ASIO, which is like our secret service type guys down here, there was data released on that. It's just like
Oh my gosh.
crazy. Yeah, it's just a tsunami of information being released in an underhanded way. With the first one, the big telco, some data, they took a small portion of it because they were trying to blackmail the company. They released it on the dark web, which is very Plutonian. Yeah. So I'll be interested to see if this actually manifests as anything within Australia to do with that sort of thing. But yeah, could be release of hidden information, secret information coming to light, perhaps, because you got that underground plutonic energy. The square could be documents being revealed that could be potentially put people's lives in danger. In the case of like these spies that we have. Yeah, so it will be interesting to see if anything comes to light at that time. Within the last month, it's just been like bang, 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 bang. And I should go back and actually have a look at the times that it happened, because I think it wasn't during the actual physical Mercury retrograde period. I think it was afterwards, still within that shadow period. But personally, that's what I've found sometimes. Sometimes, the shadow period can almost seem worse than if it happened in the actual retrograde phase. So yeah, but we should be well beyond the retrograde shadow period, but maybe something comes to light about the hackers at that time, or something like that.
Sure. That makes perfect sense with that. Squared of, between Mercury, how we communicate, and Pluto, what we want to keep hidden.
Mm. And yeah, like it's just like, oh, what next?